I am just
I
saying.
can see it's time for another tribal council gathering.
Emeka, are you talking to me?
I'm just suggesting you might want to take your conversation to where people are not trying to do useful work.
Emeka was not working.
Don't pick at issues with me, Tariq. The fact of the matter is that you are unprofessional using your position to impose your wishes on other people.
Are you saying the station is so desperate that transportation money has become such a big issue?
Yes, it is.
And what is the job?
The BRC offered me position of a new head of finance.
The broadcasting police. You're not thinking of taking that job, are you?
I have taken it already.
Send me one text for the rest of the night just to let me know he was thinking about me.
I'm surprised you got any
Who
sleep.
said I did?
New guy.
And what's his finest level?
Finest level?
He doesn't know about the finest level. There are 4 levels of how fine a guy is. At the top is bloke, and that is the best.
After that, it's fine. Then there's okay.
And last on the list, there is we can call God's creature. Ugly.
So under what category does your Romeo guy fall into?
Oh, bloke, of course. Tall, fine. Check him out. Fine guy.
Oh dear.
Looking cute.
Did you lock yourself outside the house by mistake again?
I hit my nose. Like I hit your nose.
What? She what? Raped? Oh my God.
The station brought to you by Nescafe.
Come on, people, it's our awesome cereal. Nestle Golden Morn, feeling nutritious. Cuts open up, pack and go, just like this.
Nestle Golden Morn, delicious and tasty wholesome instant cereal everyone can enjoy any time of the day. Nestle Golden Morn, highly nutritious, simply delicious.
I think it was very well done.
You're welcome as always, sir.
And you should think about doing a follow-up in about a week's time, or maybe an in-depth feature. So, story writers.
I want to...
After you.
No, you first.
I want to cover a gang rape at the university.
Sounds like a one-liner to me. Wait a minute, Yinka. I'm not saying rape is an irrelevant issue, but let's call a spade, not a big spoon. We'll most likely be unable to prove anything, as usual. Therefore, have nothing to report.
I know her personally. She happens to be my husband's former student. I think I can get her to talk.
Well, personal knowledge does not make a story. Where's the meat? You've got evidence? Police report?
Well, I can at least try. The dean of the university happens to be coming to the station for a discussion. I can at least talk to him about it.
You have a point. Find out what you can, and let's see what we can do with it. But be careful when talking with the dean on TV. Don't ask him anything you don't have proof of.
Some students feel a tertiary institution is no place to control what people wear.
Well, this dress code we are trying to introduce is not a form of tyranny. Well, we're really going into this purely for the comfort of the students to prevent such things as sexual harassment.
Yeah. And when sexual harassment or even rape occurs, does the school react?
Well, naturally, the school frowns on such acts, as it does on all illegal and immoral behavior. But it's not our domain to handle such matters.
And how does the school guarantee the security of its students, especially the female students?
Well, I'm just a dean. The question would be best to rather go to the security officials of the school. But let's face it, what can we do if such cases are not reported to the security officials? Who can they take action against?
Have you heard anything about a rape that took place on campus 2 nights ago?
No, I don't know anything about it.
But isn't the alleged victim Lara Fashono in your class?
I haven't seen her today. Maybe she's sick.
Do you know anything about a rape that's rumored to have taken place on campus 2 nights ago?
I don't know.
I don't know, but she was probably one of those girls, you know, and she got herself what she deserved.
And now so the Pekins begin.
The Pekins? What is Pekins? Look, there's no such word as Pekin in the dictionary.
There is. There is.
No.
The plural of Pekin.
Plural of Pekin is the Pekin, them.
Pekin, them.
And if you're talking about the old children in the world, then you say the Pekin, them. Trust me, I'm compiling the Pidgin dictionary.
Well, you might as well cross-check the facts before you...
Bolo, yeah, I did have a good time last night. No, I don't have any plans for tonight.
There is a general unwillingness to acknowledge the existence of this problem and treat it with the urgency it deserves, especially considering the fact that the vast majority of rape cases that occur in our country occur on our university campuses. We cannot continue to
This is a report you want to air?
pretending that issues like this have nothing to do with
Well,
us.
yes.
Our African ancestors say, if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. Reporting from the State University is Yinka Adamu for Action News.
Yinka, all you have is a bunch of students claiming this thing never happened. There's nothing for you to air. The rape is unsubstantiated.
I know that, Jenny. But do I just sit and wait for facts to turn up? I wish I knew where she lived. I could have just, you know...
Maybe there's something you can do.
Yeah?
Talk to Osaro, you might have some ideas.
Nah. Echetara Mrs. Modi. Echetara why? I'm busy. I'm working. I don't know if I have time to meet any Evelyn. No girlfriend at the moment, but that doesn't mean I... Mama, I'm fine. I'll see her. All right, I'll meet her. Come on, bye.
But what is the story? What do I put on there? Some students saying, I don't know anything about any rape. That is not a report.
Yes, I understand. But I really don't want us to treat this thing as if it did not happen. What about an in-depth? Yes, that could work.
Man, that's crazy. You sure said you know Shaq.
Ah, Sidi, you still have a headache?
Yeah, it's been quite tenacious.
Eh? Quite what?
Tenacious. Holding or sticking firmly. Persistent, resolute. Tenacious.
Tenacious.
Superintendent Bimbe, what would you say is the reason for the low rate of investigated rape cases?
The problem does not lie with us. The fact of the matter is that the victims do not file reports with us. So there's nothing for us to investigate. Statistics released by the Nigerian Police Force were published by a magazine stating that between 1980 and 1992, over 130 cases of rape were reported. Yet, we have the cause to believe that only 1 in 50 rape cases gets reported.
They don't place their trust in the judicial system because the judicial system does not work for them.
And why do you say so?
According to the Criminal Code of Nigeria, punishment for rape is life imprisonment.
Exactly.
Very good, you might say. Yeah. But the problem lies actually in getting the culprit convicted. The burden of the proof is on the rape victim. And she has to provide proof that beyond reasonable doubt. The laws of evidence require her to prove that she did not consent to the sexual intercourse. Now, tell me, how does a woman who has been raped prove that she did not want sex and did not consent? That is order one. And two, she has to prove that the intercourse did indeed take place. I don't need to tell you that rapes don't usually take place in the middle of the day at Tafawa Balewa Square. Even if there is a medical proof of rape, she needs to provide corroboration. I mean, is it not any wonder that she begins to feel like she's the one on trial? And on top of all that, there is the stigma the society places on raped women. You see, why would a woman go to the police and report, and yet go through all this just to prove that she was raped beyond reasonable doubt? I think that would be undoubtedly unreasonable.
But sometimes girls give mixed signals. Sometimes you don't know if they're giving you green light or not.
Please, I am so sick of that line. So tired of that line. How can you claim that when a girl goes on a date with a guy, she should not complain about anything that comes afterwards? Mba means mba, even in Nigerian language.
That's true. If any man tries to rape me, it's the doctor. He would need to see another lawyer. Right. Huh.
So, tell me correct gist. How was last night?
I'll tell you when you're a lot older.
Ah, that exciting, go.
Ask me no questions and I will tell you no lies.
Yeah, I hope you were properly prepared, because you cannot be too careful these days.
Well, as a weather girl, I'm always prepared. I always have my raincoat. And I don't act. What's that word again?
Impetuously.
Good day, man.
Hi. You spoke with my husband and he suggested that you come and see me.
Yes, I really wanted to talk to you about a couple of things.
So how may I help you, Ego?
Well, first, let's get something straight. I am not here to tell you about what I heard happened to Lara. It is not my place, and it might just be a gossip.
So why then are you here?
I watched your show on TV with the lawyer and the police guy, and I just say to myself that I really don't have the right to complain about the situation when me, myself, I'm not doing the little I can to help. So I'm going to tell you where to find her.
Really?
Yeah, and there is something else.
Enough is enough. It's not healthy to work non-stop. Look at Emeka. Even Emeka takes time out to occasionally try and toast the girl.
Emeka has a girlfriend.
Actually, I think it's a blind date. His mother has been trying to set him up with this girl called Amy.
Blind dates now sounds scary.
And you sound like you had a few of those.
My parents are dreaming of grandchildren too.
I know what you mean. I'm sure he's having a wonderful guy.
Don't come to achieve anything for yourself before you get married.
Oh, of course. In fact, there are a lot of things I'm thinking of. I've entered one beauty pageant, and in case I don't win that one, I've entered a modeling competition as well.
So when do you want to go there?
As soon as possible. I mean, right away, in fact.
I don't like the idea of you going alone. How about taking Azuka with you?
I think the last thing that girl will want now is a camera in her face. Let me win her confidence first.
Actually, I don't mean Azuka with the camera. Hey, it's just a backup. It's always good for a journalist to have a witness present in case of unexpected situations. If you know what I mean.
What about you? How are your marriage plans going?
Nothing particular at the moment.
Why?
Really not ready.
You didn't say so at the office the other day.
Can you imagine telling Madam Cecilia and not ready for marriage?
Yes, I get you.
Uh-huh.
But really, why aren't you ready? Scared?
Me? Scared? No. Well, now I'm a coward because I'm not married. Brave people, when has their marriages ended?
There are examples of successful marriages everywhere.
Yeah, like in movies, nails. Right.
What about the marriage that produced you?
The very worst example. The last time I saw my father was when he threw my mother out of the house to make room for another woman.
Well, my parents nag and fight sometimes. But after 28 years, there are moments when they're as excited as newlyweds. I mean, you should hear them talking about taking a trip across the country. Another honeymoon, they call it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I just want to be sure Patrick is who I want to be with in another 28 years. I mean, how do you know these things anyways?
You're asking me.
Well, there's someone you see.
I'm afraid romance is not in my scheme of things right now. What can I offer a girl?
Is that false modesty or are you fishing for compliments? Which one?
Yes. Hello, I was wondering if I could see Lara.
She does not want to speak to anybody, especially not journalists.
I understand, but I was wondering if I could see her, sympathize with her, no cameras.
Okay, 1 second. Should I? Just, you have to stay outside.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay, I'll go for a short walk.
Lara, it's me, Mrs. Adamu. I heard you've had a terrible experience. I thought you might want to speak with somebody about it.
She does not want to speak to anybody about anything. She's fine.
So what are you going to do?
Do about what?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but whatever it is, I think she should file a report to prevent this kind of thing from happening.
Nothing happened. You can see she is fine. Nothing happened. Can't you see her? She's fine.
But everybody's saying that.
Look, everybody is saying what they know nothing about, okay? She is fine. She has no reports to write about.
But I haven't heard her say that.
I have nothing to say. Please leave.
That boy.
What?
That guy that just passed here twice. He looks familiar.
From where?
Well, we were trying to talk to some of Lara's classmates at school. He was talking to someone and pointing at us.
So what? You don't think he's been following us around, do you? Maybe it's just a student who came to see a girlfriend.
Hey, I gotta go back to the office. So? I could never have guessed you could be so quiet for so extended a period. Hey, Mama. Hello, Mama. Yes, I took her out. Yeah, she's still here with me. Mama, I treated her very well. She's a very pretty girl, yeah. And well brought up too. Why? Okay, hold on. She wants to talk to you.
Hello? Yes, Mama. He behaved himself. Don't worry, Ma. We'll train him together.
Huh?
Okay. Bye-bye, Mama. So, next week.
I'll call you.
Okay?
Yes, dear. No, I'm not at work. I just stopped over at the house to pick up some tapes. Maybe I should have tried harder to convince her now.
Or maybe you should have tried a different approach. You could have let her know that the story means so much to you personally.
Anyway, how's your trip so far? Have they given you anywhere nice to stay? Wait, I think I just heard something. Very strange.
What?
The station brought to you by Nescafe.
Now, recharge to take your dreams even higher.
My dreams.
Yes, if you dream it, you can do it with Nestle Milo. Nestle Milo. Now, recharge with more energy-releasing B vitamins for extra nourishment, healthy growth, and mental well-being.
If I can dream it,
Nestle Milo, the food drink of future champion.
It's the dustbin. It toppled over. Those huge dustbins must be devil dog.
What is it?
It's nothing. I thought I just saw someone.
Inka, you're back already? I didn't expect your report so soon.
She didn't add me to anything.
Why am I not surprised?
But we can look at another angle to this story, a feature. I got the idea from the girl who told me where to find Lara. Her name is Ego, and she's organizing a rally in school, a protest against rape and female victimization.
So what form will this rally take?
It's a peaceful protest march around school, you know, music, printed t-shirts, great stuff for TV. And then at the very core was this message that women should move freely without fear of danger and, you know...
Let's say something for this evening's editorial meeting, shall we?
Editorial meeting then.
Okay, Inka, go ahead with this report. But just make sure you stick to the story and don't start getting personally involved.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I know how passionate you are about this issue. Let's call a spade and not a farming implement.
You used that already, sir.
I did.
Yesterday morning.
Stale. Stale.
Look, actually, it is now exactly the same, but it works under the same theory.
I'm going to smoothly get out of this using the age-old tactics of changing the subject. Exciting announcement! I don't start getting hopes up. It's not free Milo for the best report of the day.
Don't give me that.
A long-awaited women issues program can finally get off the ground. We have a potential sponsor. Obi, you want to perhaps make my speech for me?
I just wanted to mention here that I would be interested in producing the program.
Huh? I thought you wanted to present it.
Yes, that's the point. But, you know, I feel this would be the perfect platform for me to diversify my career.
That is Osara and I, we had already discussed that this would be the right time and platform for Mustafa to
diversify.
Oh,
you see, that's the vogue now. Nigeria is diversifying its economy. Obi is diversified. Mustafa has been, he's been prepared.
Daniel, please.
I'm
serious.
sorry. That's okay.
Maybe or maybe not. But whatever the issue, Obi have a point, and I think we have to listen to her.
Thank you, sir. My point is this. Mustafa may have all it takes in research and social issues, but I think other people should be given the same opportunity to prove that they too can do the job.
You have a point. Mustafa, Obi, I want you both to write a proposal on how best you can handle this program if it was yours to produce.
That's true. That's true.
I want it ready and on my desk.
Hi, Obi.
Hey, hi.
Is the evening editorial meeting over?
Yeah. What happened? You know I went to the meeting.
Outside report. Did Osara say anything about the new Women's Issues program?
Yeah. I said myself and Mustafa should go write a proposal for producing the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to talk to Osara about writing too. I think I'm interested.
Welcome to the club. You should see him. Fine boy, no pimple.
When he frowns, no wrinkles, huh?
Did I mention he's also a musician?
Only about 50 times.
I'm sure you've heard the song on the radio.
He's the one that did that song?
Yeah.
He's really big with students.
Not only with students.
Actually, now that I think about it, he's the one the students have been trying to get in touch with. You know, the students organizing the anti-rape rally?
Is Bolo also involved in the rape?
No, of course not. They just want music to be part of their events.
Oh, then I'll contact Bolo for them. I'm sure he would love this. In fact, I'll call him right away. Any excuse to talk to him in the middle of the day. Maybe he can even meet with them later on today.
Okay.
They can't be serious. Which report? Let me see the letter.
As a vox pop, Johnny was doing a feature of how worth a man on the street is of national politics.
And?
One man suggested that the ruling political party is incompetent at crisis management.
Whatever happened to freedom of speech? A person on the street voices his opinion, and we get slapped with a warning.
That's the situation we find ourselves. Who are you calling?
A contact.
Excuse me.
Hello? Abdullahi?
We would really appreciate it if you could be involved. Your presence really draw a lot of students out of their rooms.
You're a very admirable and efficient young lady.
What's with him?
One of your ex-boyfriends, Obi.
He looks familiar. These are our posters.
How long did it last?
I'm not sure. I think about 15 minutes.
And no one tried to find out who they were?
I said they were firing guns. What were we supposed to do?
And how do you know it had anything to do with you in particular? They might have been robbers or after someone else.
One of the boys threw this on the table, and Ego said most of the posters that were put up on campus last night were torn. Who do you think would do a thing like this?
One group. Spring to mind.
Barb your hair?
Yes, now. I don't like to keep it too full.
Barb is a noun, not a verb. You cannot barb your hair, you can only have a haircut. It's one of those common mistakes of Nigerian English.
I have heard you.
You don't have to take my word for it. Check up the dictionary. If you're right, I promise you the whole of the granite I brought today.
I know this. There's more to this story than just a chance rape. Why would they still be harassing her otherwise?
So what form did this harassment take?
A group of boys stood outside Lyra's hostel, throwing stones and making noises. Noises like the ones we heard at the cafe. A couple of windows were broken.
And who told you this?
Her roommates called me.
Well, we still need Lara to go on the record. Or we still don't have a story.
Saru, we will get the story. But Yinka needs to handle this with tact. Hmm?
She's thinking of leaving the school. I'm coming. Let me quickly go down the road and back.
I know you refused to speak with me the last time I came here. Maybe you felt I just want to take advantage of you for a new story. But really, I'm worried that in your current state of mind, you might take a decision and regret it later. I haven't come here with any expectations. I just want to help you. It's obviously not safe for you to remain here. You need to leave this place and take time to clear your head before...
What do you know about my state of mind? About my head? Have you been raped before?
I'm not claiming to have been through what you've been through. But you cannot add to your suffering by withdrawing from your education and your life. Would you like to come and stay with me for some time?
Three things. First, the report did not say the party was incompetent. It's just that this particular crisis was mismanaged.
That is the reason why...
Second, by constitution, everyone is entitled to his opinion and the freedom to express their opinion. Third, when you took that job, I thought you said it was not going to affect your personal life. I don't know about you, but I personally feel kind of...
Aisha, listen, let me tell you. Firstly, I am sure that that warning was not given to you out of spite. I suggest you go and re-examine that report with an objective frame of mind.
What are you saying?
And secondly, freedom of speech does not give anybody a right to incite people against the government.
We are
and
not.
thirdly,
We did not.
I don't see how this affects me and you personally. Mine is just a job. A job.
Maybe that's why you can't understand. AN is not a job.
It's
your
life.
My life, yeah. Exactly.
Subhanallah. Kai.
It's just the two of us for now. Hope it's okay with you. My husband is out with talk. Let me... And you don't have to tell me anything about your experience if you don't want to. just think you need time to think and decide on what you want to do.
Aisha, I don't want you to ever think that I'm against you. I mean, I, of all people, should know how important this is to you. You have had this dream for so long, it has become a part of you.
Well, things are so precarious. The station is still a baby, and the slightest thing, it fails. And
No,
it means
you will not fail. If you didn't fail back in secondary school, when you were doing that report on...
runaway children.
Think about it. If at 16, you were able to convince runaway kids to talk to you.
Well, that was easy once they learned that I went through it myself. Oh, I cannot forget the look in that my teacher's eyes when he said, "Tell me the truth. Who wrote the article for you?"
And from then on, there was no going back.
But there were roadblocks.
No, landmarks.
Landmarks, several landmarks. After working in other media houses, nothing came too close to the thrill of that first story in secondary school. Journalism just wasn't what I expected.
But that did not stop you. Trust my wife.
Well,
if her dream didn't exist, she created it.
AN24 is a voice of the people. It tells stories.
The way it really is.
Yeah. You do understand.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I get caught up and passionate.
I know the woman I married.
Mustafa, this isn't the research material I asked for.
It isn't?
It isn't.
Tari.
Hey, guy.
How you doing, brother?
How about you?
Oh, they're fine, they're fine. So what's happening now?
Look, I just can't receive you people here anymore.
I hope I'm not...
No. Everything is okay. It's just that we have to be having our discussions outside the office in a more appropriate place where we won't be disturbing anyone. So, guy, please, you just have to go, eh?
It's okay, no problem.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you then.
All right, easy.
Bye-bye.
And so we bid farewell to the tribal council. Is it time?
The time has come to put Operation Vocabulary into action. I believe I've read this book before. I found it really interesting.
You do? I found it rather chatteral.
Oh, that's a rather harsh judgment to make. I don't think it was the writer's intention to impress the Vestigents.
Whether it was his intention or not, we both know writers tend towards fatherly-consciousness.
Don't tell me you're still worrying about what happened yesterday.
No. I'm fine.
We have a visitor at the reception. He refused to give his name. He's of average height, average looks, nice body, is dressed in...
I'm feeling rather magravantable today.
Magravantable.
He's ready to tell it all, the full story, and he says he's even willing to speak at the rally.
He's going off the record?
Yes!
How is the future report coming anyway? Have there been any more cases of harassment?
Actually, Ego and some of the other volunteers have been going through some worrying experiences at school. Rude comments and bullying from groups of boys and things like that. But she's trying not to let it get to her and to keep a low profile till the rally is over.
An eyewitness, eh? So what's the story?
Wait till you hear it.
That better be good.
We can record the interview tomorrow afternoon and air it in the evening. Is that convenient for you? Isibo, did you hear what I just said?
Before I do the interview, I want to speak to Lara first.
I don't think that's a good idea.
She is the first person I hold an explanation. I need to see her face to face and let her know how sorry I am.
Do you think you can get her to forgive you?
I am not even bold enough to expect that. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But please just talk to her.
It could be part of your healing process. You can...
Out of the question. I hate him. And I have every reason to do so. I never want to see him again.
Good morning, Sidi. You don't look your usual bouncy self this morning.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Where were you between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m. 2 days ago?
What kind of a question is that? Are you now a detective?
I'm only trying to ascertain some facts.
Well, Inspector Bediako, I don't have an alibi for that time. Bye. Excuse me. Bye.
Is there anything you need to find out?
No, I was just flipping through.
I wish I had a sensible reason for deciding to join a cult. I guess I just thought it was cool. I felt I would finally have a place to belong, and that it would give me respect and power. But when you find yourself fighting your own friends just because they are in a different cult, when you find yourself raping girls, not because you really desire them, but because you want to establish yourself as a man. When you find yourself dodging bullets and running for your dear life, you realize it's not so cool.
What's your own with this? Why can't you just keep quiet like everyone else?
Because I think it's time everybody stop keeping quiet about this. A cousin of mine and I were best friends from when we were 4 up until 15. Then all of a sudden, Joket changed. She didn't come to visit me and she didn't want anyone coming to visit her. She didn't even care about her looks anymore. I didn't know how to handle this, so I got angry and decided not to try anymore. A few months later, she died. And we found out that she was raped by the neighbor, and she didn't feel she could tell anyone. Her mother, just like mine, believed in suffering in silence and had raised her that way. That's a picture. She got pregnant. She tried to ignore it for some months. Then she decided to get rid of it. Not knowing any better, she went to a quack who scraped her inside with a rusty wire. Morning. Morning, ma'am. Ego called me, and she asked me to find out if you'd be interested in speaking at the rally. Might be a chance for you to make a change.
No.
I know you find the idea quite scary right now. Think about it for some time, okay?
Why? What would the rally do for me? I mean, how would speaking at the rally make me forget what happened?
I'm not claiming it will. And no, I would never be so rude and disrespectful to you. But I do think that speaking at the rally will be your first step towards preventing other girls from going through the pain you're going through right now.
Excuse me, gentlemen, a moment of your time, please. What were those words you were using to describe a book the other day?
Words?
Did you say the book was charasmic?
Yes, we said the book was charasmic.
No, you didn't. You said chatteral. I wrote it down immediately you said it. Hope you guys have not started making up words to trick me.
It was just a joke.
At your age? Where's my dictionary?
Yeah? Azuka is the person to ask about that.
Why me? I thought you were the one that used your own initiative to take the dictionary.
What initiative? So, I didn't take it. I assumed you did.
Hope you guys have not lost my dictionary.
Are you sure the students will come out for this thing? I mean, after all the while about harassment and tearing down of posters and all that, they might be scared.
I'm not sure myself. You know, Ego seems like a very strong person, but there's only so much one person can take. But they're planning to have some of the organizing students form a convoy with a car and drive around campus with loudspeakers on their roof, trying to motivate people to come out of their rooms.
Isibo is dead.
What?
We were all shocked.
We expected resistance and some attempt to bullying us. But we did not actually think that anyone could die. Poor Isibo.
How do you feel? Want to cancel this? At the end of the day, it's your lives and your cause. Yes. You have to decide how determined you are to utilize this opportunity to fight.
Yeah. I personally don't want to back down. If any other student wants to, I'll respect their decision. But I feel that if we stop this movement tonight, they will take charge again tomorrow. So we can't allow that.
It's Lara.
Someone must have told her.
There were 5 of them. I had gone to the classroom to read that morning, like I usually did. I wasn't afraid walking alone at that hour of the morning, because I didn't have any reason to be afraid. I was almost at the hostel when I saw them standing in my way. I tried to run past them, but they hit me and threw me to the ground. Isibo just stood there, one of them holding him to make sure he watched. And then they took their turns, one by one. They hit me when I tried to scream. And since that day, I began to tell myself that I wasn't the one there. I thought it was the only way to survive it. When is the rally starting?
Yes, now. I'm ready. I'm outside here waiting for you people. Yes? Can I help you?
You think you can just go around saying what you want and organizing some foolish rallies? If you insist on covering this rally this night, this campus will shake. No matter how many rallies you try to cover, it will never make any difference.
If that's the case, what are you so afraid of? Why are you here trying to scare me now?
We're not here to scare you. We are here to deal with you, so that you don't open your stupid mouth to talk rubbish again.
You better be going now while you have the chance. So my husband will so...
Husband is not around. Don't lie to us.
Sorry.
Yinka, what was all that about?
You are the true children of your parents.
Don't tell me those were.
Cultist. Is my head complete, please? Eh? All my aroma for nothing.
My name is Lara. And just over a week ago, I was raped. And it was wrong. It was not my fault. I didn't deserve it. And I refused to keep quiet about it any longer. I was afraid because I felt I've been found guilty. Guilty of nothing but being a woman. We all know how rape victims are viewed in the society. None of us wants to be the girl everyone is talking about and pointing fingers at. I refuse to subject myself to this any longer.
The station brought to you by Nescafe.
With Maggie Cube, taste is everything. Maggie and me, the secret of goodness.
Women have the right to persecute these rapists as the criminals they are. And men have to accept that rape it's illegal and immoral.
Yes.
I demand to be taken seriously. I ask all women to take up this case, not to allow themselves to be continually victimized. If we continue like this, if we continue to accept this situation, it will never change. We should not be afraid to report such cases to the police.
Yes.
Thank you.
One on this side, one on this side.
Hey, I'm serious. We didn't take your dictionary.
Fine. Maybe Madam Aisha has something to say about it. Sorry to disturb you, ma. I just wanted... I'm sorry, ma, but who does that dictionary belong to?
This one? Not sure. This has been on my desk for a few days now.
Oh, I just remembered. I wanted to look up a word in the dictionary a few days ago, and I took this dictionary from Sidi's desk and left it here. I'm sorry, my dear. I hope you've not been looking for it.
No, I've not been looking for it. Thank you.
So what are you saying? How bad is the verdict?
We have 3 options. We can reduce transmission from 24 to 12 hours. We can fire 30% of the staff. Or can close down.